Hey guys, it's Matt and Jordan with Brothers in Beskar again. So we just finished watching the last two episodes of Agatha Harkness,
Yes.
and we can start kind of divulging into that a little bit.
Get into some spoilers.
Yeah, obviously, same as before. If you haven't finished the season, then obviously don't listen to most of this podcast. It'll be a relatively quick one this week, but I thought it was a very interesting last two episodes. I didn't see it turning out the way it did.
With what? Lady Death?
With
Or
no, with
just
Agatha
Agatha?
dying.
Yeah. So I haven't followed or looked in too much to her, but I do know the look of her, and that's what she is as a ghost now. The gray hair and looks old.
Yeah.
Usually she looks old. She doesn't look young for the most part. But I don't know about her being a ghost. I haven't looked into that, but I think it'll be interesting still.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and then like her kind of just helping Billy, yeah,
Yeah.
Billy look for Tommy, but at the same time, Billy doesn't want to be Billy. He wants to be William, and Scarlet Witch is not his mother. It's very confusing where his head's at.
So I think he's coming around to it. I don't know where did he get his costume. That's all I want to know. Because he left the road, and then next time you see him, he's like fully decked out
Oh
in
yeah,
his costume. Which I mean, by the way, it looked awesome.
yeah.
I thought he's perfect in how he looked and everything, but I don't know where he came from. So I don't know if that was. I don't know. It's very interesting
I
to
think that was
figure
just
out.
him embracing who he is.
Because I know like the crown part came in the one episode, and now it's like the full get up, which, like I said, he's pretty awesome. I look forward to having him. I'd want to just have him, and maybe not a second season of Agatha, but just have a whole another show, just him and Tommy. Just call it Wiccan and Speed or something.
Scarlet Witch Jr.
Yeah, I mean he's
Yeah, his
pretty
name's
powerful.
Wiccan, yeah.
Pretty powerful because he created the Witch's Road.
And he also kind of pushed death away like twice.
Yeah,
Like it was
he's
nothing.
manhandled death when he's not really doesn't know the strength of his power. So that'll be interesting to see what his true strength is.
It's definitely upsetting to find out that everybody else actually died. Except
Yeah.
for the one girl, I forgot her name.
The high priestess who she
Yeah.
ended up being. I wasn't sure if they were going with like Scarlet Witch kind of took her place, just kind of how like she flew
Yeah.
and she came out of Westview. I didn't know if that's where they're going, but I think it's a whole separate
I think
thing.
she's just
She's a whole new character. Well, I don't know about the
like
comics.
one
but
that's already existed,
yeah.
probably. I don't think they're going to use her again for
they
a
might.
while.
I mean, she flew away, so
Yeah, but she's a witch. Most witches can just do that.
but she might come back in the second season or
If there is a second
try
season.
to kill someone. I don't know. She seemed like a pretty good character. Didn't seem like an evil one. Yeah. Then Lady Death finally coming into the MCU. That's interesting.
Yep.
Because I know she's had relations with Thanos and
Deadpool.
Deadpool, and be interesting to see what they do with that. But I thought she played it very well.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Just she kind of, I don't know.
I think it'll go, the whole Deadpool death dynamic will go really well if it's still Aubrey Plaza.
They have to. I mean, you don't cast her and do all that, and she's not dead. Like she can't die. She's death.
I mean, I guess.
I don't think you'd recast on that spot, and like the skull look and everything too. That was all just like face painted.
Yeah.
It wasn't CGI much or anything, so that was pretty cool to see those behind the scenes
Yeah.
looks at it. Yeah, I mean overall, it's one of the better Marvel shows. I think haven't had too many that I didn't like. I know a lot didn't get great reviews and everything. And then that just kind of leads into Marvel releasing their whole 2025 slate for Disney Plus.
Yep.
Lots to talk about. I know, like on the Star Wars side, I know we got Skeleton Crew coming out next month, which will be
here for
fun.
that.
You won't be here for that, but I'll do some run throughs solo on the episodes and just give my critiques on them and everything. And hopefully, it's an interesting adventure. It looks like it's going to be a pretty great adventure. They released a new trailer, so I'm thinking it's going to be kind of more the how Star Wars kind of used to be, where it's just go on an adventure and go from there. Like, have fun with it, not this whole big intertwining, connecting thing. It's kind of like the Mandalorian, where he just kind of went, just
Yeah.
followed him, go on his adventure, and do whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I know the MCU stuff's coming out. I think the first one's the animated Spider-Man
Mm-hmm. Yep.
show.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Wonder Man, Ironheart, and
Daredevil. There's also another season of What If. It says premiering December 22nd. Didn't even know about that.
also another season of X-Men 97.
Maybe they didn't mention that.
It's got it. And there's also the new Vision show coming out.
Vision's show. Marvel Zombies. Got the Black Panther spinoff. About animated for Wakanda. So lots and lots of stuff for MCU coming out. I know we saw Venom. Be interesting to see kind of where they're going with that.
I guess they're bringing back Trevor into Wonder Man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just showed a sizzle reel, and he was part of it. I'm curious as to how that show's going to be. I don't know much about Wonder Man.
I don't know anything about Wonder Man. I don't know who he is.
It's just I don't know, it's got some kind of powers, but I mean, the guy that cast for him, he's a great actor. He's hilarious in most things, and he can play serious roles because he played Black Manta and Aquaman.
Okay.
So
didn't watch either.
You didn't watch any Aquaman?
I think I watched the first one where his brother ended up being evil or whatever.
Yeah, Ocean Master.
Yeah. I didn't watch the second one.
It's a good DC movie for DC.
It was just hard for me to I don't know. Flash was alright.
Well, I mean, I didn't like most of them, but Aquaman's pretty top tier for me.
The second one or the first one?
I mean, the first one's just a fun, different take because Aquaman's just kind of the joke in most of the comics.
Pretty much.
Where he's not a thing, and now you got Jason Momoa playing him, and just like a super buff, attractive guy. So it gives a whole different look at it, and it fits it well. So I liked it.
And then I almost forgot about it, but did you ever end up watching Peacemaker?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It felt like a long time ago.
Yeah,
but I think it was Flash and Wonder Woman that made an appearance in the last episode of season 2, or was it? Because I know the rumor was that Aquaman
season.
No, there's 2 seasons.
Right? They're making a second season. I don't think it came out yet.
I'm gonna have to fact check myself.
You thinking that, or are you thinking end of Shazam 2, where the same agents came to Shazam?
I'm not thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. It actually will premiere in 2025, season 2. I am talking about season 1.
And Wonder Woman made an appearance in Shazam.
Not Shazam.
To bring it back. I know, but I don't remember them in Peacemaker.
Yeah, but two of them showed up at the end of the season because remember, Peacemaker made a rumor saying that Aquaman had relations with the sea animals, and then it kind of got squashed, or somebody laughed about it.
It's been forever. It's been 3 years. It seems like since that's come
Wonder
out.
Woman, Flash, Aquaman, and Superman.
Made an appearance?
Yeah. End of the episode. So it was Wonder Woman and Flash that actually stepped in, but you see the silhouettes of Aquaman. No. Ugh, man, it's hard.
I don't remember. Like I said, it's been forever since that season came out.
Yeah, it says Superman, Aquaman, Flash, and Wonder Woman. But I mean, it was still pretty cool. It was pretty funny. I'm not really excited too much for any of the upcoming, the DC stuff, like Peacemaker 2, season 2, obviously, is something to look forward to. I don't know how I'm going to feel about 2025 Superman.
Yeah, there's another Batman movie, I think, coming too.
Yeah, with Robert Pattinson.
Well, he's already had his one. It's a sequel.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any more of The Penguin.
He's kind of got the same problem that
Ben Affleck?
Tobey Maguire had. Tobey Maguire played a really good Peter Parker. Not Edward. Oof.
You watch too much Twilight?
Yeah. What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson plays a good Bruce Wayne, a young Bruce Wayne, but he's not that good of a Batman. And then
he's just
Tobey Maguire wasn't that
moody, and he's too much vampiric, I guess you could say.
He's very gothic.
Because there wasn't that much Bruce Wayne in that movie.
No,
that I remember. I've only watched it once and it's been a while, but
And as Bruce Wayne in that movie, he got way too involved with the police, and it's like, they're gonna suspect something. Like, you working with police so much, like trying to find the Riddler.
well, then it's like you thought the movie was over. There's like a whole another act at the very end.
Oh yeah.
Like, how long is this movie? I think I watched it. I had COVID or something. I really need to watch it again because I don't think I got a good feel for it.
I definitely think one of like my favorite iterations of Batman is or should I say Bruce Wayne, which is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, has to be Gotham, because Gotham had like showed like humble beginnings for Bruce Wayne, like trying to figure out who's like you see him grow from being a child to like being a young adult.
Yeah, I didn't really like the kid who played him. Like, I just.
But you like Jim Gordon,
Yeah, Jim Gordon, and I mean the girl who played Selena Kyle, she was good.
Yeah,
Liked her. I mean, really all the villains, like even Penguin was
not Joker.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy and Jeremiah Velasquez. Oh man, they were so good.
Laughing and all that stuff.
It was honestly like probably the best of the show.
It was good for like all the villains and stuff to kind of get some backstory and see how they became who they were. And yeah,
even though it's not,
that was another good show.
Very accurate. But...
Hey, I mean it's a Fox TV show. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's still pretty good. I still haven't watched Penguin, so
I've watched just the first episode and it's gotten good reviews and everything. So I think it's just one of those takes where it's more mature and everything. And
right, I'm kind of getting like it's like first they brought that staple out with Daredevil. Was Daredevil one of the first shows that came out as like gritty, like TVMA shows, or was it like Gotham came out before Daredevil?
Yeah, but Gotham wasn't that. Gotham was still very. You could tell it's on not cable, but broadcast television, just because it was edgy, but it wasn't over the top.
Yeah, like Titans got a little more edgier.
Titans was one of the first ones,
but Daredevil came out before Titans.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, and I think Titans kind of took it up a notch too.
Because then it spun off into Doom Patrol.
In the trailer, he's like F Batman or whatever. So
it's like
okay, this is pretty extreme. But yeah, I think the Daredevil, the Marvel ones were definitely very, especially when you got Punisher involved, and then Titans.
Nobody that I know has said anything negative about Punisher or Daredevil season 2.
With John Bernthal.
Yeah, John Bernthal was like made for that role. Yes, like Thomas Jane did a good job, but like John Bernthal, like you can, like he's really good at expressing like disgust and hate.
Daredevil show.
Yeah, and I'm glad for it because like and most people first knew him from The Walking Dead is Shane, and he's like you love to hate him. And
he's also an episode of How I Met Your Mother.
That is right.
It's like I'm Carlos. Oh, Carlos. Just some
random guy named Carlos.
When you watch all the other stuff first, and then go back and watch How I Met Your Mother, because that's kind of how I did. I'm like, what? Why are you? No.
Yeah. Why is he in this show?
You're not supposed to be this dude who everyone loves to hate, and you're just this basically high random guy.
But it was really good. And then also on that same respect, there's a very, very old movie with Johnny Depp. It's called The Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It came out so long ago, but one of the characters in it is a hippie played by Tobey Maguire. And like you look back at it as an adult and you're like, this was years before Spider-Man 1. And you're like how old is this guy? But I forgot how young he looked. He looked the same. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Since we're talking about some of those shows, so Daredevil's in 2015. So Arrow came out in 2012. So Arrow kind of kickstarted a lot of that.
Oh yeah, they tried to grungy
because it wasn't like so bad that it's not for television, but it started it, and then like Daredevil took it up a notch from there, and then I think Titans took it up even more notch from there, and then you start getting into The Boys and Peacemaker. Like you get into those shows that are even more top, like extreme.
Well, for me, like Arrow, like when I first watched it when it first came out, and I didn't really get too much into it until I rewatched it as an adult. Like I was young, so like one of the main reasons I watched it was for like Willa Holland or the girl who played Thea, and then because like what I forgot to realize is that
Willa Holland does play Thea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're thinking too of
but Felicity Smoke.
Felicity Smoke.
I don't really care about Felicity.
Black Canary, Katie Cassidy.
Yeah, Katie Cassidy too. But like at the same time, like I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts nerd, and Willa Holland voices like a major character in the series called Aqua, and like I never put the two pieces together until like I just finished watching the episode and I was like, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I'm gonna play that, and I'm like, wait a minute, they sound the same. Like one of those things, you find out like one of your favorite actors or characters is also like a soap opera my mom used to watch all the time, General Hospital, as a kid. One of the guys named Jason, he's the voice actor for Cloud Strife in Final Fantasy, and you're like, never make those connections.
There's a lot of voice actors and stuff, and
yeah, and then obviously Seth Green is Howard the Duck. I don't think he's ever going to come back for a permanent role. I mean, Seth Green as Howard the Duck, yes, but something
with Howard
other than
yeah, it's like a cameo or something. Yeah.
He might be a part of the new Guardians of the Galaxy, because Cosmo Rocket. I don't think Groot. Yeah, Groot.
Thor's daughter. What was her?
Love.
Yeah.
And
well,
Star-Lord. Drax isn't in it anymore.
The director's brother.
Oh, Gunn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn.
What's his name?
Sean Gunn.
No, but what's his?
Krennic. Not Krennic.
No.
Krennic Star Wars.
Kroll. I'm brain farting. As soon as you say it, I'm just. Skull?
Kraglin.
Yeah, Kraglin. No taser face?
No taser face.
That was like my favorite part of the second movie. You know, just one day wake up, I want to be taser face. That whole bit too, like where they're in the jail cell, Yondu and Rocket, and they're getting Groot to try and get like the headpiece, and he keeps coming back with
Please
stuff.
Tell me you have a jar of random thumbs.
Oh man,
no.
Honestly, I think Guardians changed this, like the mood and the shift of the movies, because before that, like Thor 1 wasn't. It was kind of still like a serious toned movie.
Yeah,
and then once Avengers came out, Guardians came out, and then Guardians like had a super lighter.
Well, I think they had to, because it was such a unknown. So they took Iron Man. Iron Man wasn't that known, and they kind of gave him an edgy feel.
I mean, he was very known.
Not as known as he is now. Like he was still, like you had like Spider-Man, all them up here. They had
Captain
Iron
America.
Man, like right here.
Yeah.
They kind of gave that edgier tone. So I think with Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know any old stuff of it, so I think they had to make it super just entertaining to get people to like it. And yeah, I mean, I like the second one. Like, I'm Groot.
Yeah.
I'm Groot. No, not that one.
Like that Sylvester Stallone in the second Guardians movie, him and his crew technically were in something a long time ago, and I think they were in the comics originally, the original Guardians of the Galaxy. They just weren't called that, and Yondu was a part of that crew. And then they just changed up the story a little bit or something along the lines of that. So they do callbacks like that, but unless you're really old and you read the comics.
Well, and Star-Lord had like a Nova Corps mask and everything.
Yeah.
And not his little retractable mask. Yeah, I think a lot of that. And there is stuff they have to change to adapt from comics to live action.
Still waiting for Nova Prime.
Oh, you just Nova?
Like Nova, yeah.
I thought they were going to do like a show or something at one time, but he hasn't done anything. But yeah, they need Nova. He was in that Spider-Man TV show with the White Tiger, him, Iron Fist.
I think they opted to like not do Nova and just do the Nova Corps.
I know, but still, Nova's like part of the Nova Corps.
Right, but he's like the main guy. Yeah. Kind of like Green Lantern is part of the Lantern Corps, but everybody knows who Green Lantern is.
Well, you got like 6 different.
You know what they should do?
They are coming out the show for Green Lanterns.
Yeah. What they should do is a gag, and I would totally be down for this, if they get John C. Reilly, because he's like the only Nova Corps member you really see the most in the Guardians movies. Just have him be Nova.
That and Glenn Close.
Well, Glenn Close is kind of old. I don't care if a female plays Nova, but because she's kind of old, so like Glenn Close more like Glenn far away.
Richard Rider's the main Nova, like
right.
That,
yeah.
You know.
What if that's Richard Rider? John C. Reilly.
I think there's like every time something came out, like even like Captain Marvel, and then with Adam Warlock, everyone's like, "Oh, Nova's gonna be just waiting for Nova to show up," and he just never showed up. Kind of depressing.
Hey, you figure it would show up in the Marvels at least.
So one of those movies.
A lot of people didn't like that movie. Hot take. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially with the X-Men crossover at the end with Beast and I don't know what
Binary.
Binary's
Binary.
mom.
Her name's Binary.
Wait,
that's the mutant is Binary.
Yeah,
yes.
and then what is her daughter's name? I forgot.
In
like her
like
superhero name. Yeah. Because you have Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and then
I forget what her.
I feel terrible.
Because like she's still technically binary, but it's someone else, and Monica Rambeau.
Yep. So you have. Oh.
Like she is.
Wow, she's down the list. That's terrible.
Photon.
Yeah, Photon.
There's still something with the same things. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind that movie. It's just a lot of the movies lately aren't. There are no original Avengers. Even the whole first grouping of it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Captain Marvel either. The movie, the first one.
Yeah, it was a good backstory for like Nick Fury and all that stuff, and even Captain Marvel. The only thing is, it's just kind of like it was only annoying because they threw her in kind of. It seems like they threw her in kind of last minute because they're like, here's the camo at the end of this movie, and then we're gonna rush out this movie so she can show up in Endgame or Infinity War. It's like
need an OP person to
right, and then just because like then they kind of like accidentally break the fourth wall because at one point in Endgame or Infinity War, I forgot which one, it was Endgame, I think. Tony Stark's like, where were you this whole time? And like that's what we're all wondering. Like, where were you at this whole time? Like all this stuff going down. Like if you're this powerful, like in retrospect,
it's because Nick Fury didn't reach out to her.
Yeah, that's also his fault.
There's a nuke coming to New York City. And he's like, I don't care what y'all say. I'm not even gonna reach out to my secret weapon.
Yeah, like that's on his like end too. It's like where's the line drawn where it's like, all right,
it's called plot. Okay, it's plot.
That's the worst part of the plot of the Marvel universe that I just don't agree with.
Filler and figure it all out. It's all good.
Like the Wakanda stuff makes sense because in the first Black Panther, like everything is secluded to Wakanda. So like there's going to be no outside sources except for Martin Short. Great actor, by the way. Love that guy. But like all that stuff is really cool, and I'm really glad they brought him back in. I think he was in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No, he was in the one with they just did Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Secret Invasion.
That one.
And then also, what was I just talking about? Secret Invasion. Martin Short. I forgot. There's another show that I really I really liked. Oh, the wives are home. Baron Zemo. That's what I was thinking of. And Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like at first you're like, this guy, and then you like, instantly flip the script. You're like, all right, I like this.
Well,
guy.
It's like him. Cool. Like I don't know if there's any.
Same with
future.
Yelena. Yeah, he's gonna be in the Thunderbolts movie. He's gotta be.
Thunderbolts, or is he gonna be in Captain America?
Brave New World,
whatever
or
one.
New World Order.
I forget. Well, it was one and it changed.
Yeah,
I think it's Brave New World. But yeah, it's like, is he gonna be in that? Like, he's just kind of been kicked to the side.
I don't care.
Well, it's like him, and then Agent 13. She's kind of been kicked to the side after the whole.
You're talking about Ghost?
No, Agent 13, the blonde that was Captain America's neighbor.
Sharon Carter?
Yeah. She's kind of been kicked to the side since.
Yeah, they're not bringing her back.
Like they set up all this stuff, and now they're like, we're gonna go do something else.
Yeah, because they sent him back in time, and he got to be with Peggy.
Yeah, but she showed up in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now it's just like she's gone. She was like the triple agent.
Well, so is Falcon and Winter Soldier. Ever since the show, they haven't shown up at all.
Yeah. Well, Falcon's coming in the new Captain America because he is a new Captain America,
and then the new Falcon's coming in.
Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, he's going to be in Thunderbolts, but so these other two, we don't know. That's the problem with them getting too expansive, is they have these other characters, and now it's like, well, what are they doing?
Yeah, and they got to juggle in other characters from other like series,
bringing in all this other. I think that's kind of why they're starting to rein it back in from the multiverse.
Yeah,
it's because they kind of went out too far, and now it's, hey, let's rein it back in, get all these characters.
I do like how they have been directing these movies to specifically do that. Between Loki season 2 where they create the ultimate timeline, and then Deadpool 2 where it's like Deadpool 3. Sorry, all these other timelines.
Let's just stop with the multiverse. It was over after Infinity War. Like,
Yeah,
let's just not do it anymore. Come on.
it's a very valid point. And then like just
I was like, too, like, I mean, Blade's kind of been kicked to the side again already.
well, it keeps getting pushed back because I don't know what's going on with Mahershala Ali.
I'm telling you, Wesley Snipes he's the only Blade. There will only ever be one Blade.
They need to bring back Chris Evans as a Human Torch. Unpopular opinion.
I mean, Deadpool Wolverine streaming in a couple weeks on Disney Plus.
Very excited for that.
And I think Fantastic Four's coming out. Is that coming out?
I didn't even what, the movie?
Yeah.
Like the actual, like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
No, it's not coming out next month.
No, next year.
Oh.
I gotta look it up.
First Steps is what it's called.
Yeah, I don't care about all the old ones.
July 25th.
2025.
Yeah.
So that's coming out soon.
I'll be back. Thunderbolts with an asterisk. Oh, because that's the part of the title, because Thunderbolts. May 2nd. I will be home for that. What about Captain America?
That's February, I think.
I will miss that. That is unfortunate. February 14th is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So if you want to take your girlfriend or boyfriend on a wonderful date,
Go see that movie.
go see Brave New World. BNW.
With Red Hulk.
Red Hulk. Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Han Solo.
Seth Rollins is in it. The only thing I'm really excited for really is Giancarlo Esposito. Between him
His character.
being in Moff Gideon and then also being
He's a great villain.
Gus. Yeah, he's great as a villain in Breaking Bad. 100%.
He takes those roles and he just gets them and knows what to do.
Yeah. But a lot to be excited for. Not much exciting things going on currently.
Well, I mean, there's stuff coming out, but I mean, like I said, on the Star Wars side, it's definitely we need more. We're trying to plan us to read some books too. Get us some of the
Watch
books
some
that
stuff.
we're
Like-
like read the Ahsoka novel. Just kind of
Once you're done reading it, I gotta read it.
you gotta get your own and read it. I'm not buying you a book and letting you read it.
Look, man, until we can actually like afford to buy
It's like $6.
that's $6 too much.
No, you just bought a Lego set.
What I'm gonna do for free? Okay, that's irrelevant. That's a part of my job.
So it's reading.
I am gonna watch Unexpected Journey because I'd never watched the Hobbit movies before. So I did get a text message though, and I guess it's time to put the dogs away and we gotta wrap things up. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back in a week or two, pending ? Asterisk.
Hopefully, you're gonna be out of town in a week. So
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll get something new going. And so if you like us, leave us a review. Hit us up anywhere if you got any questions. And we appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you.
See y'all.